Drowsy driving is a silent threat, causes nearly 21% of fatal road accidents in Canada. For trucking companies, this means risk to drivers, costly accidents, and lost efficiency. Meet DriveBuddy, the AI-powered solution to keep your drivers safe. Through face and eye detection with instant alert for early sign of drowsiness, help drivers stay awake and aware, tracks fatigue data, provides driver and fleet managers with key insights to reduce safety risks. Safer drivers, smarter fleet management. DriveBuddy. Drive aware, get there.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kokoy, and on behalf of the Crate team, we're pleased to introduce to you DriveBuddy, an AI-powered mobile app, that helps keep rideshare and long-haul drivers safe by detecting early signs of drowsiness and alerting them to stay awake. But before I dive into details, please listen closely to this short audio clip. Now, that sound may have startled some of you. And to be honest, it should, because that's exactly what drowsy driving can lead to. In fact, drowsy driving causes 21% of road accidents in Canada, resulting in 2,100 injuries and 400 fatalities each year. But behind these numbers are real people. These are lives lost, families changed forever, and heavy costs for rideshare and trucking companies. But what if we could help prevent an accident? What if we could somehow prevent even or save a life? Isn't that something worth doing? That's why we created DriveBuddy, using AI and machine learning to detect early signs of drowsiness, alerting drivers to stay awake. Think of it as your driving companion, always there with you, helping you navigate and reach your destination safely. DriveBuddy empowers drivers with real-time face and eye tracking and alerts, GPS and rest stop suggestions, as well as an administrator dashboard, including detection data for companies to advocate for driver safety and well-being. While competitors like Waze and Google Maps offer similar features, DriveBuddy goes further by combining GPS and navigation to encourage drivers to take timely breaks when drowsiness is detected. Now I would like to invite Calvin and Bin to demonstrate how DriveBuddy works.
Thank you, Kokoy. Hi, I'm Calvin, the narrator, and this is Vin, a driver who works for a big trucking company. He delivers goods across Canada and the US daily. Today, he's heading to Cypress Mountain. He's running low on sleep, but high on determination. Before hitting the road, Vin mounts his phone on the dashboard and opens DriveBuddy. Enters his username and password and logs in. He goes to the settings page through the profile and changes the rest stop suggestions to gas stations and increases the number of rest stops to 3, anticipating a possible refuel along the way. From the homepage, Vin taps Start Driving.
Face recognition started. Please ensure that your face and eyes are visible on screen.
DriveBuddy's detection starts monitoring his face and eyes. He enters his destination, the Cypress Mountain, and starts to drive. Now, since Vin didn't get much sleep, he begins to show early signs of drowsiness. He blinks several times to try to stay alert.
Your safety matters. Take a moment to rest if you're feeling tired.
A few minutes later, drowsiness creeps back in and he makes a few slow blinks.
You are looking drowsy. Stay alert and take a break if needed.
Finally, unable to fight off his drowsiness, Vin closes his eyes for a few seconds.
There are some rest stops nearby. Please consider taking a break.
DriveBuddy steps in and suggests nearby rest stops. Vin taps yes, and the app displays open rest stops in the area. Vin taps on a location pin to see details about the rest stops and selects one to add to his route. Thanks to DriveBuddy's timely alerts and suggestions, Vin was able to take a much-needed break. Vin resumes his driving and reaches his destination safely. While resting, Vin can check how many alerts DriveBuddy has detected in the driving history over various periods of time. Now Vin is done with his shift, and you can go home. Thanks, Vin. Companies can monitor their drivers' well-being through the admin dashboard, which provides detailed insights into individual alert patterns and the overall performance of their fleet. An admin of the company can invite new drivers to join their team by going to Manage Drivers and clicking Add Driver and inputting their email and name. After doing so, an email is sent to a driver that includes a unique company code that the driver needs to input when creating an account with DriveBuddy. By having access to real-time data and trends, companies gain valuable visibility into driver behavior, helping them make informed decisions, promote safer driving habits, and keep drivers like Vin safe on the road. Now I'd like to pass it off to Tara to discuss the design aspects.
Hi, let me walk you through our design process. So we started with UX research by conducting user interview and secondary research to understand our user needs and exploring potential solutions through user flow. With that direction, we proceed with UI design from low fidelity like wireframe to high fidelity design as mockups and prototype. To ensure the best possible solution, we keep testing, gathering feedbacks, and reiterating throughout almost the whole project. DriveBuddy logo combines a mapping icon with an open eye, following golden ratio scaling, representing our app's primary feature, eye detection, helping driver to stay alert and focus while driving and navigate to the destination safely. We define our brand in 3 keywords: safe, simple, and vigilant. Our color palette communicates that, with dark blue as primary color for trust and reliability, complemented by cyan as accent color to add a sense of vigilance. We chose Victory for its clean, modern look and excellent readability. It balances between clarity, trust, and approachability. With our branding finalized, each designer created components for their assigned feature. We then identified and aligned on overlapping components. This way of collaboration takes more effort, but allows all members to contribute to UI kit while maintaining design consistency. We use strong contrast ratios and minimal UI to maximize accessibility and user experience. Now I'll pass it off to Vin for our tech stack.
Thank you, Tara. Our solution is composed of 2 applications, an Android mobile app and a web platform. The mobile app is built with React Native and Expo. For the navigation feature, we use the Google Maps Places and Directions APIs. The real-time drowsiness detection is powered by a face detection model from Google MLKit. And since drivers might operate in areas with limited connection, we first store detection data locally using SQLite, managed with Drizzle library. Once the detection ends, the data syncs to our cloud database in Firebase, making it available for the admin dashboard. The local data is then cleared from the device's storage so as to not take too much space. The admin dashboard is developed with React, featuring data visualization charts created using Chart.js. And both applications communicate with a unified Express API hosted on AWS using NGX as a reverse proxy. To ensure secure data exchange, we implement JWT authentication for the request. DriveBuddy was made possible through the hard work of everyone in our team. The design team was led by Tara, with fellow UI UX designers Viola, Lizelle, Calvin, and Jason. And the development team was led by myself, Vin, together with fellow full-stack developers Yosuke, Teru, and Kokoi, who also served as our project manager. And together we are Team Create, dedicated to helping drivers stay safe and alert on the road. Please check our website by scanning the QR code and connect with us on LinkedIn. We'd love to hear your feedback and support. And we are always open to new opportunities. So together, let's make our road safer with DriveBuddy. Thank you.
All right, ready to steer us into the commentary. I feel like we need this for some students in class sometimes. Not these students, though, I mean. I'm going to start off with Sonali.
I have to say that's a very impressive and interactive presentation. Great job. I think there is definitely a need in the market for something like this. I have a couple of questions. One question is, how do you make sure that this product is like, how did you take into consideration access? How did you take into consideration accessibility into your design and product development? Because let's say if it's a person who has a hearing disability, or if it's somebody who let's say it's somebody wearing glasses, like the way they yawn or they're closing the eyes could be different from a normal person. So is that something that the ML already takes into consideration? Have you done anything in addition?
Yes, I thank you for the question. So the question was, how accessible is it for
Yeah.
people with disabilities?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. If I may say so myself, because for driving, I think there are some conditions to be met in order to get a driver's license, and one of it is vision. So if the criteria is pretty high, then people won't be able to drive. But having said that, those who have disabilities, probably color blindness, we made sure that all the UI is very accessible because we have a high contrast ratio for them to easily see it. Plus, of course, we have the audio feedback. So people can hear exactly what's going on instead of trying to look at the UI itself. Yeah, so I hope that answers your question.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, I was going to be good cop this time, right? So first up, I gotta say, no, you guys rocked it. Like, I've seen years of this, and this is one of the better ones I've seen. And if that's the case, I'm excited about seeing all the next ones too, because this is a great class. I was thinking more from why did you choose professional drivers? Because this worked for just off the street as well. And a further question, though, I know I'm not supposed to look into the legal of this. Is this legal to operate this while driving a car?
Yep. Thank you again. Those are two great questions. So the first question is, why did we choose a particular set of target markets? So we wanted to not offer this to everyone. I mean, everyone can use it, but it's always good to have like a specialized target market to go for. So for us, we chose rideshare drivers and truck drivers because most of them would probably lack sleep when they're doing their drive. And this is something that they could actually use. And most of them also drive at night. So this is very good to keep them awake at night. On your second question, if it's safe, yes, we made sure it's safe because here, at least in BC, in order to use a device while driving, it needs to be a GPS navigator, which we have already done.
Well played.
Yes. So so you can use both GPS and navigation. I'm sorry, and detection without worrying that you'll be caught by the police.
Very cool.
I have to agree with the other panelists. Really well done. I like that you clearly defined the problem and presented a working solution. And I don't really have a lot of comments on like the design or the development. I think you've really nailed it. I guess I almost feel bad about picking on like the machine learning models and things like that and the details of it. But I'm wondering, like, have you tested it with like sunglasses or in low light or those kind of conditions too?
Yeah, to be honest, there are some limitations to the app. So we are at the mercy of the model, the machine learning model. We have tested it in low light conditions, and to be honest, it actually works better than daytime. Because reason being is that if we have ambient lighting, it's very easy to monitor the eyes as well. In daytime, yeah, it also works in daytime, except of course if there's like shadows covering the eyes, then this is a limitation of the camera, and we can't really do anything about it. But having said that, we have a working solution, and we are planning to do future updates to this, also including upgrading the ML model and making sure that it will work better. And yeah, so that's it. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I can add to that by saying that, yeah, unfortunately, this solution relies on the front camera of the device, and the quality varies from device to device and platform to platform. So we see an opportunity to make it better by integrating real-time biometrics given by a smartwatch to support the detection. And also, this solution would ideally work paired with the dash cam. Dash cam has night vision, has a better stability, but unfortunately, because there are no dash cams in the market with a public API that we can use, we had to go with the front camera. But the solution that we envisioned firstly would integrate a dash cam and a smartwatch to support the detection algorithm.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I read in your presentation when I went through it earlier, something about the watch support. And I actually was going to mention there was a joke about Apple Maps earlier. And the one thing I really like about Apple Maps is it buzzes your watch when you're coming up on a corner. So I was thinking like that would also be maybe an interesting thing to actually have some feedback, some touch feedback. That would answer the accessibility problem too, because you know everyone could probably feel their wrist buzzing. So as a suggestion, that might be something you consider too if you're making a watch app anyway.
Yeah. So when it comes to the watch, like unfortunately, this app is only available on Android, and we made this choice because we are using Google ML Kit, and there was some incompatibilities between platforms. The code had to be different for each one of them, but the same features. So we decided we had to choose in order to make this app within the time frame, and we ended up choosing Android. But I can totally understand that.
They make watches for those.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Thanks a lot. It was really great.
Thank you.
This is the Development Excellence Award, and I'm so excited to be announcing this. May you please put your hands together in pure joy for DriveBuddy.
I'm sure this is a very tough decision. The Best in Show award goes to DriveBuddy.